Hello, welcome to the Two Chicks Homestead podcast. We're the two chicks. Yay!
Hi, I'm Nate.
And I'm Erin, and we talk about homesteading and living on a small piece of land.
All right, everyone, welcome to episode 64.
Yep.
And it's August 9th.
Yep.
So it has been a very, very, very busy week. It's been a busy couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So we're going to roll with the weekly for a little bit and see how we do. And let's talk about some of the stuff we've been doing over the weekend, because we put some miles on the truck.
Yeah, so a couple weeks ago we went down to Peoria, which is like 2 hours south of here.
Yep.
And we spent the weekend and did a museum and stuff. And then you came back up and decided you want 2 new bunnies.
Yes.
So you put on the page that, you know, you're looking for a doe and
A buck.
And a buck.
Yep, but I wanted silver fox or champagne d'Argents because I wanted to play with some pedigrees.
Yeah. So a follower messaged the page and said, "Oh, I've got one for you. I originally got them from this other homestead.
Yep.
If you want to come look, you know, that's fine."
Yeah.
So you went up there, and
Yeah.
I do remember this, but I had forgotten about it. But that she had told you that they got into rabbits because they heard us on
Amy's, yeah.
Was Amy's
Yeah, it
or
was Amy's,
was the
I
other
think.
one?
It was one of the rabbit episodes we did. I want to say it was probably Amy's because I don't think we were that big back then.
Yeah.
Because she's only been doing it for about a year, and we've only been doing the podcast for a little over a year now. So I don't exactly know when she got into it. We didn't talk about that exactly. But yeah, she was about an hour north of us, so I went and got Gracie.
But so that they got into it because they heard us on a podcast, and it was like, and now we're getting a rabbit from you. It was like really cool.
Yeah, and I think we talked about that on last week.
I couldn't remember, but
just anyway. A little bit. You know, it's community and all that, but super cool family up there. Great stuff they're doing. It's amazing what you can pull off on roughly 2 acres. So I think that's what she said that they had. Maybe it was an acre, but either way, it was a ton. It was a lot more than we had going on here.
Yeah.
But they're also a little further out in the country. So, but then she didn't have any bucks, so she referred me to Hinckley Homestead down in Spear, Illinois.
Which is like 10 minutes from Peoria.
Yeah, it's like 10, 15 minutes from Peoria. So I got home that night, and she said, well, I'll drop your name to them because I already have a relationship with them, and I'd like to let them know you're going to be messaging in case they miss it. Well, I got home, I gave it a couple hours, and I shot Leanna a message down at Hinckley Homestead, and she responded to me within like 5 or 10 minutes, I want to say. And it was 6 or 7 o'clock at night, so it was a little after dinner probably. I don't know what their schedule is, but if they're like us, we eat early and get stuff done in the evening, so... but yeah, she messaged me, said she has some stuff down there that she can help out with, and I had the pedigree for Gracie. So we could take, knowing that Gracie kind of came from her breeding stock as well. Well, it's the same lineage, more or less, that Hinckley Homestead has. And I was able to give her the pedigree, and she could look at the pedigree and tell me which ones that she has and which line would work the best. So that's what we did today. It was another hour and 45 minute, 2-hour ride down to Spear, Illinois, which is a great ride.
It's a really pretty ride.
Yeah.
I mean, you go over big bridges and over rivers, and it's beautiful countryside.
Yep.
That is just stunning.
Yeah, it's rolling hills with
flatlands.
Yeah, but it's rolling.
Yeah.
It's not like corn flat.
No, it's pretty.
Yeah.
Like, you see the different farms, and it's pretty.
Yeah, but it was a great ride, and I verified that we could bring everybody down instead of just me running down there and going to get the rabbit. Man, the girls had a blast today.
Yep. Not only did they get to talk to other farm kids, but they got to talk about Minecraft.
Yes.
Which was huge. So it was super nice.
But also the oldest got to hold a 24-hour-old pig.
Yes. Actually, I think she held the week-old pig.
I thought it was a 24-hour.
I don't think she let her, or she didn't hold the little one.
Okay.
She held
but either way.
But still, it was a super cute tiny pig.
Yeah. The little bacon bit.
Yes.
So they had some pigs deliver. I don't know exactly what it's called, the glint or...
I have no idea.
I'm not up on the pig terms, so feel free to correct us. But yeah, it was a week-old pig. She got to see a 24-hour-old pig. And she got to see all the... it was a Kunikuns, I think they had. Nice, decent-sized pigs, but not, like, overly huge.
Yeah.
God, they were noisy.
Yeah.
We showed up at feeding time.
Yeah.
So everybody's going nuts down there. And then a couple sheep, a lot of goats, tons of Pekin ducks, tons of chickens. Cats, yeah, there's like 7 or 8 cats roaming around. But I would say probably, 10 pigs, maybe 5 or 6 sheep, probably 10 or 15
like
goats. I would say, maybe 50 to 100 chickens.
Yeah.
Probably 40 to 50 ducks, I think, were in that little...
Yeah, and it was 35 breeders of rabbits?
Yes, 35 breeding rabbits, but they had a ton more than that laying around.
Yeah.
So, they breed Palomino, I think is the breed, and Silver Fox. And she has all the variations of silver foxes. Mm-hmm. So, she has the ability to get whatever color silver fox that you want. And there are some very cool colors.
Yeah, the Palominos are very pretty too.
Yes, yeah. They're real light tan, but I don't have another one to go with them.
Yeah, no. But still, they're very, very pretty.
Yeah. So we ended up with a silver fox buck, brought him home. His name is Blackjack. So I came up with that name today. Mm-hmm. Girls kind of tried to veto it, and we said no. They got to name the other one.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, if you guys don't follow Hinckley Homestead, you need to get on there. I will drop their Facebook page. It's 2 acres, mom and a dad, 3 boys, and they're rocking it out on 2 acres down there.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah. I don't think they have much room left, and they have bees too.
Yeah.
You see how many hives they had back in that corner?
There was a lot.
Yeah. But I mean,
and they had a purple chicken coop.
Yes. Named the egg
hut. The egg hut.
I thought it was the egg plat.
The eggplant.
Plat. I thought. Plant, or maybe the plant. Yeah, it could have been the eggplant.
I don't know.
Either way.
It was something.
Yep, and they got their propane tank is painted bright yellow, which
is
really
it's the yellow
cool.
Submarine. I'm assuming with animals in it. Yep. That was pretty good.
But yeah, she is extremely knowledgeable in rabbits and extremely knowledgeable in everything else.
Yeah, but it was really cool to go meet another family that's doing this, that is like-minded and doing it in Illinois again. I mean, that Illinois gets such a bad rap, but there are people here that are doing it and they're thriving.
Absolutely. And we talk about many subjects, and she taught us some stuff that we didn't know. Like, we are legit, when next time the girls are out of town, we're going to start trying to pose all our rabbits. Now, I will fully admit we don't handle the rabbits a lot.
Yep. And today shows us that we need to.
Yes.
Because this one that she pulled out was like she did this all day long.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Super cool. Showed us the correct way to pose the rabbit and get them so you could actually check their form. And I had seen it before where somebody had taken the live rabbit, dispatched it, skinned it, and then posed it again. Mm-hmm. So you could see just how under the fur the skeleton and the meat structure is.
Yeah.
So that was kind of cool. I might have to do that a couple of times.
I mean, because it will show us what we're feeling And what is actually there, too.
Exactly. And then she kind of gave us a lesson on how to tattoo ears on rabbits.
Which was not nearly as scary as I imagined.
No. Like, Blackjack was chill.
Yeah.
It took her like 5 minutes tops.
Yeah, so now we have that on order.
Yep. So we ordered the ear tattoo machine. It's a little tiny pen. We got it from All Things Bunnies off of Amazon, so we'll drop a link for that.
Yep.
If any of you guys need it.
Yeah, so it was, I mean, I think you brought it up before we even got there, and it was like, I don't want to do that. That just seems too, traumatic, but...
Yep, and then she got talking about it. She's like, do you want me to tattoo the rabbit? And I'm like, I'm hemming and hawing. I'm like, not really. And then you're like, well, let's just get it, let's see, and see how it is. And I'm like, okay. So if it doesn't take you a ton of time, because I don't want to waste your time today. If you can do it super quick, go ahead.
Yeah.
And no BS, it took her like 5 seconds. I think that thing's battery operated too.
Yeah, I don't know.
So that's even better if that thing's battery operated. Because then we're not dragging power out. So
I don't think she had any power.
Yeah, I don't think so either. So we need to get a small table and a carpet. And then we should be good to go. And then we can start trimming nails too.
Yeah.
So
get towels out there.
Yeah, get a specific rabbit towel. Get I bought the Kevlar sleeves that you and I have been talking about for like 3 years. I finally bought them just so we can start getting used to handling these guys.
Yeah.
So
because I need to learn how to do it because a lot of things happen and it's like, well, Nate's the rabbit guy. I don't know, and I wanna know. I mean, I want to know how to do this just in case. I don't know. Right.
So we'll drop a link for the Kevlar sleeves too as well. I'm actually taking notes this time, so we'll make sure we get all the links in the notes for you guys.
There's probably been many times where it was like, okay, the link's not there.
Yeah. So I have a whole list here going, so we'll get everything in there for you guys.
And if not, then you just email us and ask too.
Yeah, or you jump in the Telegram group and saying, what the heck were you talking about? And that link is always in the show notes.
Yes, the Telegram chat is super cool. It's not overly busy.
No.
There are nights where there's conversation going, but it's never like, holy shit, what just happened?
Right.
It's a nice, there when you need it type thing.
Right. I think the most I've ever seen is like 50 in a day.
Yeah.
When I've been busy at work and I can't stick my head in there on lunch or something.
It's nice just to commune with other people.
Right. And we don't just talk homesteading stuff. We do have dad stuff in there too, or parenting stuff.
Yeah, it's whatever.
So, you want to rant about your kids, feel free.
It's safe. It's a safe place.
Exactly.
We will not judge.
No. But one of the fun things we were kind of talking about, we were going back and forth with her on problems that we have with vendors. And she was talking about having a problem with feed vendors, and I mentioned that we're having a problem with one of our vendors. Now, if you are in our Telegram group, you have seen some of this stuff happen over the past week. So I placed an order with a company out of California for some parts to finish up our water system. This is the 6th order I placed with this company. The first shipment of this order was delivered empty with nothing in the bag, and the bag was torn open.
Yeah, it was a cardboard FedEx
cardboard mailer. First of all, not the first thing I'd be shipping stuff in. I think I paid USPS postage on it, so that should have went in a flat rate based on the $17 I paid for that, not a FedEx envelope. So it gets here, envelope shows up, everything's missing out of it, no packing slip, no nothing. I email them. Eventually I get a hold of them by the end of the day, they resend it. Well, I'd spent probably 5 or 10 minutes on the phone with them saying, listen, you guys need to either A, reinforce your packages with some tape, which is super cheap, or find some different mailers or boxes. Because this is not the first time I've gotten something that's ripped open, missing parts, shipments delayed because you guys didn't have stuff in stock that you said you had on stock on your website. So I'm done. the first order that I placed was for all our cages, and that was $460, and they were missing the dividers to the cages.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to put these together without the divider in the cage to keep the animals separate so they don't breed and they don't kill each other? I mean, come on. So we're scrambling a week to get. We had already gotten the rabbits because
that's how you do it.
Yeah.
You get the animal first, and then you figure everything else out.
Right. Well, I mean, I had already ordered the cages 5 weeks ahead of time.
Yeah.
And then when I saw it was out for delivery, we scheduled to go down and pick the rabbits up. And then we wanted to have them hang out in the garage for a couple days while I finished up the cages. Because I'm that type of person. I don't want to leave somebody hanging over rabbits because I couldn't make it down there. So we finally get all this, it's been on and off for 3 years. And the third time, I should have walked away. The fourth time, I think you told me the fourth time, don't order from them again. The fifth time, I finally said, that's it. Well, we get this new order in, it ships out, I mention all this stuff, reinforce your boxes, all this stuff. We posted photos in the Telegram group. The envelope was ripped open again, half hanging out, no packing slip, no nothing. All the stuff was in there, thankfully.
Yeah.
Half of the stuff was disassembled. They didn't even bother assembling the parts that I ordered. So I get to do all that. So I finally sent them an email and said, you know what? I am done with you guys. This is damn near $1,000 I've spent with you guys. I know many of you have bought cages on our recommendation from this company. And this company is KW Cages. They make phenomenal products. Do not get me wrong there. Okay, I love their cages. I love the feeders. I love everything they have. Their shipping department and their warehousing is a freaking joke. And I'm done. So, you guys, I'm just letting you know, if you order from KW Cages, you may have problems. Okay? If I hear that they have fixed their problems and I've sent an email stating to them that we're done and we're going to mention this on, to you guys and let you know, if they fix their issues, then I'll come back and say, okay, they've said they've fixed it. I may place an order and see how it goes. If it comes in the same way, we're done. But as of right now, it's a buyer beware and order at your own risk, and we don't want to be held accountable. So this is why we are coming forward, because we have recommended this company, and this company has now gone downhill. So we're gonna kind of leave it at that and move on. So we'll have to find a new company. I have 3 or 4 different companies to look through. So we'll place a few orders and see how they do. And then maybe we'll have a recommendation for you guys coming up on rabbit equipment.
Yeah.
So if not, you can always build your own. So
yeah,
we can discuss all that stuff, or you can buy some used stuff if you absolutely positively need to get into it. I can kind of help you out with a design a little bit. You can ask some questions. I'll send you some pictures.
Well, speaking of building, you added the tarp.
Yep, I got the tarp done on the back of the cages. So you put up a TikTok yesterday that shows how this thing works. So it is screwed in with 3-inch long lag bolts up at the top with fender washers, and then I have a 16-foot long, 17-foot long PVC tube underneath that I screwed to the bottom with some washers and screws, and it rolls up in one big, manual roll-up tarp, and works great. Takes about 20 seconds to do it. So I'll link the TikTok so you guys can see that if you don't follow us on that. But
which it hasn't been a whole lot lately. I got TikToked out.
That's all right. I mean, it is what it is. Yep. Everybody gets gets tired of their social media sometimes too. So, But yeah, we'll let you guys check that out and let us know what you think. And then we have one more tarp on order for the west side of the hutch that we're going to cover up. And it's going to be the same style. That is on custom order, or it's going to be a custom order tarp off of Amazon. I found one of those order yourself custom tarp people. So that's going to be specific size for that side. It's a goofy side. It's like 3x5 or something.
Just order a flag.
Right? I thought about that. Then I'm like, wait a minute. I don't know if I really want to have a flag hanging off the side of the tarp.
Well, not an American flag, but like our Two Chicks Homestead. No. Not Two Chicks. It's the chicken flag.
Oh, I could have got a rabbit one. It says come and take it with a rabbit on it. I didn't
see if you could do it
that. Yeah.
The other way.
That would be pretty good.
Yeah.
Good job, Mommy.
Man.
That could have stayed up the whole time. I didn't even think about that.
Well.
Okay.
Right.
Note to self, when this one rips, maybe I'll order 2 of those. That's a good idea. I'll see if they can do it.
Oh, my goodness.
Yep.
So
I think
we're going to leave the big announcement to the end.
Okay, you want to leave the big one?
Yes.
Okay. We do have a big one, and if you were listening on a few places last night, you would have seen it.
Yeah, but still.
So,
I have the comfrey salve stick on the Etsy page now. Yep. It's 3 for
$20, I think.
$20, I think.
Yeah.
But we've been testing it. Mm-hmm. It's tallow.
Yep.
It's going to be tallow only.
Yep.
And it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's been in my pocket for weeks now, and it doesn't melt. It's been in your truck.
Yeah, I've had it in my car,
in your car.
In my car with the windows rolled up, and it's been 90, 95 here. So, I mean, you're talking 130, 140 inside the car.
Yeah.
And it's still solid.
Yeah, so this is a perfect thing to throw in your go bag, your medical bag, and have it there for whenever.
Or in the car when we go down to the homestead and the daughter gets scratched by a cat.
Yes, yeah.
And you could have done that.
Right. I didn't say I was smart. I make the stuff, but I didn't say I actually remember to carry it with me.
Yes.
So I'm working on it, one thing at a time.
Yep. So that was kind of funny on the ride home. So
yeah. You want some salve? Never mind, I don't have any.
Yep. So.
Yeah, and it only works when you actually have it with you.
Exactly, and the girls reminded me the whole way home, don't speed on the way home, because we drove right by the same spot.
Yes, yeah.
So I set the cruise control.
Yes. But yeah, as always, I think I've got the promo codes out there.
Yep.
I think they go until sometime this month.
Yep, so find social media posts, and you get what? I think it's
10 or 15% off, depending on where you find it.
Yep. So we want to see who finds it so we can gauge where the traffic's coming from.
Yeah.
So, and then as always, we do have a little bit of a discount for reorders as well.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So.
And if you're in the Telegram chat, I think there's one in there too.
Yes, there is in there, because that should be pinned at the top, I remember.
Somewhere, yeah.
So, yeah, go through the pins in the Telegram group and you'll find the discount code.
Yep.
So.
Speaking of Facebook, were we talking about Facebook?
A little bit.
Amy from A Farmish Kind of Life is now doing the Lifesteaders.
Yes.
Which I think originated just randomly in a podcast she did about lifesteading that was kind of like all the people that now are homesteading are fine-tuned to everything and are just kind of living their life and now finding other things to do.
Right.
That maybe don't have to do with homesteading. And it kind of was like she almost like gave us permission to like talk about this stuff. Like, just because it doesn't have to do with homesteading, it's still us.
Right.
And to be able to post about it and be, happy about it and share successes that maybe didn't have to do with chickens or rabbits or pigs or something.
Like with us, it's the ham radio stuff. it's not, the ham radio is not about homesteading. I will flat out say that.
Yeah, and writing. I mean,
what I'm writing stuff. Yeah,
what I'm writing has absolutely nothing to do with homesteading.
And playing video games every once in a while.
So it's, and now she has a Facebook group, which we can post a link to.
Yep.
And now she does officially have the Facebook page.
Yep. Which
is new as of like a couple days ago.
Yep.
So go follow her. It's the same Amy. She's motivating. Like, she's so motivating. And she's got the new Get Shit Done books that were awesome. Well, the one. I think there's 2 more coming out. But the first one was really, really good. And short. Like, I read it in like 3 days. Most people were reading it in 1 day. It was like...
Right, but you got
to
kids.
The point. Yeah, I mean...
You constantly...
Yeah, it was to the point, and...
Right.
It was really, really good.
Right. And Amy's got a really good different kind of motivation. It's she likes to mess with your mind.
She's gonna kick you in the ass and make you feel okay about it.
Yeah, exactly. She likes to mess with your mind.
Yes. Like, very sweetly kick you in the ass. Yep. To where you still like her.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
So yeah, go follow her, the new page, the Lifesteaders. It's going to be awesome.
Yep, and then I'll get the link to the Facebook page and the group in there for you guys. So make sure that's all there.
Yep.
Then do we want to go on to the big one?
Yep.
Or we got anything else?
That was it.
All right. So the big one. If you guys were watching last night, with the workshop,
it wasn't last night. It was
the other night.
Saturday night.
Saturday night, Tim on his live stream with his wonderful wife Becky gave some rundowns of what's going to happen, and Tim also gave his itinerary for coming to the States. And one of those is he is stopping here September 16th at Chicks Homestead. He is coming to our house
for a Tim the Toolman workshop
meetup.
Chicks Homestead style.
Yep. So he's coming down here for the day. We have verified with our neighbor that we can use the property. So we're going to have it down by the pond, same place we did the ham radio stuff. We're going to have a 10 by 20 tent up, and we are going to have food provided. So if you are in Illinois...
Or nearby,
so Illinois, Iowa...
Wisconsin, Indiana...
Yeah. Basically, if you want to drive to Illinois, to north central Illinois, and meet Tim from the workshop, you are welcome to.
Yep.
The only thing we are asking is you jump in the Telegram group and let us know. And I will drop a link for that.
So there's a new Telegram
There is a new Telegram group, and I will put a link at that. And we're going to talk about this a couple of times, just so you guys know. It is strictly for this event. So it's probably going to be dead for 11 and a half months.
Forever after this.
Right.
Unless he comes back again.
Yeah, like 11 and a half months out of the year, it's going to be dead.
Yeah.
So this is strictly for this. We do have a little bit of room for campers. So if you guys can get, jump in there and let us know, and we can chit-chat about it. We're still in the planning phases, but it is going to happen.
Yep.
So we need to see what is going on for the day, what everybody wants to do. Food and drink will be provided. So all you got to do is show up, hang out, shake hands.
And, bring your own drinks, too. We're not going to have...
Yeah,
whatever everybody likes.
We're going to have water, basically. So, it's not going to be pond water, don't worry.
We have a Berkey.
That actually might not be a bad idea. So we will work on that and make sure everybody can get that information and give us a head count.
Yeah. And I think I will probably end up making a Facebook event. Or if Tim wants to make a Facebook event, I'm not sure.
Yeah, we'll sit down and we'll actually talk to Tim and get this figured out. He and I can coordinate all this stuff. We know there's a bunch of people in Illinois that live in the area. We've already talked to a couple that are planning on coming. Some are down in Peoria. Some are... sounds like one's up by kind of out by the river might come too as well. So we'll see, and I think there might be a couple out of counties to the east that might come as well. So, and of course we'll be here. We'll give tours of the place, ask any questions you guys have of our place, and then, but we're gonna make sure this is Tim's deal, because we want you guys to have the opportunity to meet him, and talk to him, because Tim is another motivating guy that will kick you in the ass. So,
and be nice about it.
Yeah, and if it wasn't for him, there's a lot of things we would probably still not be doing. So, but he's been a super nice guy, and it's an honor to call him a friend. So,
yeah, we're very grateful that he's going out of his way to stop here on his way down to Tennessee.
Right, because even though it is between here and Alberta,
kind of, yeah,
it's not a direct route by any means. So it's like a 24-hour ride from our house to his house. Yeah, we've already kind of looked it up.
But then it is a straight shot south to Tennessee.
Yeah, super easy. It's like 7.5 hours down to Camden, and I think 8 to his place or something. Yeah. So, but yeah,
so that'll be exciting.
It's gonna be fun, and we'll go as late as everybody wants to go, and then Sunday we'll be able to recover.
Kids will be. I mean, we will have our kids there.
Yes.
There's another kids coming, or there are other kids coming.
Yeah.
So, yeah, as long as you watch your kids, because it is by a pond. We do have animals. Yep. It is on someone else's property, and there are tools and machines.
Yes.
So we just ask that you watch them, but they are more than welcome.
Yep. So if your kids are the well-behaved kids,
well, I'm not that my kids are well-behaved all the time, but
the ones you don't have to hold the hand 24/7, and come chasing over to make sure they don't get into our chickens.
Yes. Yeah, that's true.
So we've had to deal with that.
That would be a plus.
Same with the rabbits. Yeah. So, but yeah, if you have some good kids, they're more than welcome. So.
And there's fishing, whatever.
Bring some fishing and bring your poles. It's catch and release. And then we can walk you guys down the lane too and show you some of the stuff that we picked back there. Kind of some of the goofy stuff. So. But yeah.
I think that's it.
I think that's it for this week. It's been a busy couple days, and I think I'm going to go get some sleep.
Yep.
So I know you need some sleep. The girls need some sleep. We got the little one down here with us right now.
Yep.
So we're going to jump out, and we will see you guys next time.
See you on the homestead, where something is always growing, eating, or cooking.